Hello everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the 2024 video tier list from me, Kazutrash, which is a yearly thing I will be doing now. And we will be just going through all of my videos I made in 2024 and just ranking them in the tier list as any other tier list maker would do. I will just say one thing, I'm not going to include the recap videos of the season, like the seasonal videos, because obviously those are just me going through seasonal videos. I'm not going to rank that as the same way I would rank other videos like the Love Live video or something like that. And I think that's pretty much the only one I'm going to be blacklisting, really. So without further ado, the first video, and I'm not going to be watching the entire thing. I'll probably watch a segment of it and then just talk about it and then just go to the next video. But the first video, all One Piece media in order. This one, you can tell it's a video I was working on for a while. Hell, it's an hour long, probably one of my longest videos that isn't me just talking into the mic. It's actually a fully edited video. Definitely a experimental type video. I put so much work into this. This is probably a year in the making video. I worked a little bit on it every night, maybe just 30 minutes every night, maybe even more than 30. I might have did an hour at some points, but it was just a mess to pile everything into chronological order, at least try to make it chronological order. Let's check it out.
What if you hypothetically consumed every piece of media One Piece has to offer in chronological...
Oh my god. I cannot believe I missed this right away. Look at how stupid this is.
What if you hypothetically consumed every piece of media One Piece has to offer in...
How did I miss that?
chronological order?
I don't know how I missed that. Is it not
on
HD?
that list? What amount of them are even worth interacting with? How close can we get to a cohesive
You can already see
storyline
it's
when
rough.
considering
It's rough.
everything?
You can tell
What
I just want to get this
the hell
video
is the
out
point?
there at a certain point.
Before that, though, just
Oh yeah, and for some reason I can't remember even why. I think it's just because I did multiple takes on multiple different days of this video because it was such a long recording. I keep switching shirts and my hair grows probably a few inches by the end of the video. But
everything.
Anyway,
What the hell is the point? Let's find out.
This is not how I look like. I think I only look like that once in the whole video.
Anime and reading the manga simultaneously. Though if you watch a few episodes of the anime, you'll then read the chapters those episodes covered.
I wonder if anyone actually used this. Probably not.
Also, this
I'm going to use
this
at some point, though.
i.e. reading the SBS answers in each of them, as well as witnessing the volume covers and anything else they have to offer. Also,
something else for this video, I really don't like how I narrated it. It's a lot better than my 2023 videos. I still am not a big fan of how I edited it, though. Narrated it. You can tell, compare this to a newer video, and it is like, what's it called? Black and white, day and night. It is wild how
soundtracks
unconfident I
games
sound.
Because we'll have already heard them once, and I'm saving the character songs for last. But if you would like to listen,
I just
to them
sound kind of not interested in
so.
I'm
Same
actually
thing goes
reading
with mobile
a
games
script.
not in operation anymore and collected editions, since they're just the same stuff.
I'm pretty sure I probably mentioned that in the last 2023 videos tier list, but I still have to work on that. It's a lot better today. Like I think I'm almost mastering the narration, but it's been a long time coming. And these first few videos will still have that rough narration to them.
We'll be reading already. Oh, and one more thing. If you don't care about this video at all and would just like to see a list compiling everything together, I color-coded and categorized
the
everything
list.
we'll be seeing in chronological order.
The list took me so long to make. It was rough putting this list together. Yeah, you can still access this. This is still accessible. I even color-coded it. I put all this together. How many entries are there? There's probably... Oh, hold on. Oh, yeah, we're going to 246. There's probably over 300 entries now if I did this today. But I'm probably going to do a sequel of this when the full One Piece anime, like the Toei adaptation, plus the manga, of course, is finalized and done. I will do this again. But I don't think One Piece will ever stop making content. But we'll get to a certain point where One Piece will be done, and I'll do this list, and then maybe 5 more years down the line, I'll do another one. for all the extra spin-off content and all that. But for now, this is
Google
all it's
Doc in
gonna
the
be.
comments below. Anyway, let us begin.
Yeah, see, my hair is all like, what is this hair? I don't know what this hair is. I got the Grinch shirt on for some reason.
27-year and counting.
Oh, by the way, love this intro. It's probably one of my most peak intros I have done so far. Turns out. I was going off making this. I got the Luffy screaming. Ah, so I wish that had more of a bombastic end to it. It kind of just like fades out. I wish I did more of a boom, you know. But that was still a good intro. I like the intro a lot.
Journey
Maybe too badass for what this video is, but
precursor to
anyway.
One Piece, titled Romance Dawn. Upon completing version 1, do
turn it a
not
little
watch
bit
the
more.
OVA adaptation titled One Piece Romance Dawn Story. I will explain why later.
Now
Next
I'm
up-
back to the old hair and shirt. I don't know why I switched. I guess I forgot to do something, or maybe I didn't like a line that I recorded in the other, when I did the other intro. I don't know.
We have the second manga iteration, similarly titled Romance Dawn version 2. And only recently in 2019 did this receive an anime adaptation in the form of episode 907. Watch that now. Or when episode 907 rolls around, your choice. Anyway, congratulations, you've officially reached the starting line for One Piece. Firstly, you are to read up to chapter 21 in episode...
I said this before. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna use this and tell everyone how it is, because I don't think anyone has actually done it. This list. I expected this video to do way better than it did, but it ended up only getting less than 1,000 views, which is very sad. I thought this was a unique video. I thought this was a unique idea, and it's definitely one of my videos I'm most proud of. Like I said, it took me a while to make it, but
8.
you never know what's
This
gonna
will
get
bring
popular.
you to the
I
end
guess.
of the Orangetown arc, as well as the perfect point for the OVA titled One Piece Defeat Him, the Pirate Gonzak to take place. What's interesting about this one is that it actually predates Toei's adaptation, so this is rare footage of what One Piece would look like.
Kind of funny that this is a thing now, and then later in 2025 or 6 or sometime down the line, we're gonna have the Wit adaptation. So there's gonna be 3 studios who you can see took their stab at what One Piece should look
If
like.
it was done by a different studio, this one being Production IG. Also, they don't have 2 boats here like they did in episode 8, but you'll just have to suspend your disbelief and look past that. The OVA's 30 minutes just flew by. So fast, in fact, that you can't get enough of this Gonzak guy. So you decide to read...
Yeah, you can tell I'm reading the script and I'm not putting any enunciation on anything. Like
flew by. So fast... You'll just have to suspend your disbelief and look past that. The OVA's 30 minutes just flew by. So fast, in fact...
The OVA's 30 minutes just flew by. So much so that you can't get enough of this Gonzak guy. Like, come on. The OVA's 30 minutes just flew by. So much so that you can't get enough of this Gonzak guy. Like, that is the enunciation I want. Bro changed his mind after changing his clothes and hair and immediately went back. I know. It's like, what? I don't know what I was thinking,
Fact that
man.
you can't get enough of this Gonzak guy. So you decide
I'm
to read
pretty
the novel of the
sure
exact
I just
same
did it
name
in
by
many
Tatsuya
different
Hamazaki,
takes
adapting the
for some
OVA.
reason.
Continuing into the canon, enter and finish this...
Whether that be that I didn't like the takes, or I said something wrong, or I said something with even less confidence than this is, I have no idea.
Syrup Village arc, that being to chapter 41 in episode 17. This brings you to One Piece's first movie, simply titled One Piece the Movie, claiming the second main interruption of the One Piece story. After that wonderful experience, you're next able to read all the way to chapter 100 in episode 53 of the anime. In between, there's an arc called Buggy's Crew Adventure Chronicles, covering episodes 46 and 47, adapting the cover story. Before moving ahead though, we're also going to pick up a novel by the name of One Piece Logtown arc. A novel retelling of, you guessed it, the Logtown arc. This one's also by...
Well, anyway, this is pretty standard stuff. You can pretty much understand where this video is going. I kind of am curious what I sound like after I change this shirt again. Oh, here we go. Woo! Bless me.
If you guys go on, here is because one person important like group and
Yeah, what is this?
Hey guys, editing Kev here. I was
Oh, okay. Now this is editing Kev. This is a different Kev than the other 2 Kevs. This is editing Kev. This is a different Kev.
watching the special because it sounded so wacky, and in reality they don't even play soccer. Here will be.
That's a silly moment there. So I still have that shirt on for this part. I know I changed my shirt at least 3 times. Oh yeah, there we go. Different shirt here.
Other things cover. There's the game for the GBA. Why the hell has the story been remade like 5 times? Next, we're doing special episode.
now my hair's
3,
longer.
in
My
the
hair's
name
longer
of
now.
Protect the Last Great Performance, or Save the Last Big Stage by Toei USA.
Oh, another
At this point,
shirt
we were
change
dealing
here.
with What?
Now I just showered. New shirt. I'll get the one piece. I haven't seen that shirt in a while. I know where it is.
Okay, I was doing some research on this game, and
This video is good for what it is, but if I did it today, I could do way better. I could have done way better. And then I got a freaking sun hat on. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Something about this video I wanted to make was I just wanted to, because I knew I was going to be doing it in multiple recordings, I wanted to just continuously change my shirt, make my appearance wackier and wackier, but that never went through, so at some points I just have weird hats on, like this. I was going to like get a top hat and then maybe like a suave coat or something, but I never went through with it, so there's just parts where I have a random hat and a different shirt on again.
Anime.
And then we got, Foxy. We got Foxy. Yeah, you can see this. At this point, I just go back to the regular hairstyle with a blue shirt. Yeah, it could have been a funny gag, but I just never went through with it. Ooh, I remember this part. After this video, I swore to myself that I would always dust my room because there are certain points in this video where I look
57.
absolutely. Or I don't look bad, but the dust in my room
fully
looks
experienced.
terrible.
For a long time. That's 3 years.
Water
People
battle.
still in production because this was lastly with the One Piece live attraction
See
stage
some
show.
dust there.
But 2, Great Treasure of
You can't
Tongari
tell as
Island.
much as I thought.
Oh no. Piece Kobe. Actual name
On the website. Oh my god, my hair. You know, let's just fuck it up.
Yeah, I mean, and the overall pacing of this video could be better, but it's fine.
Forum, but info though, as you can at last sit down on the couch and enjoy a brand new, well, not brand new anymore, but it was at the time, obviously, special of Sky Island, which is recapping the Sky
Yep,
P
I got a little scarf
Following
on
that
now.
is the one.
And then I ended off with that. So I think I changed my outfit 5 or 6 times. You can tell. Long time making this video. And like I said, narration isn't the best. And the editing could use some work. I didn't show the other points where I didn't like the editing, but there was a few scenes where some of the thousands of videos or screenshots I had of the like whatever I was talking about at the time, it just kind of stopped. It just got rid of it at the point. Instead of fading out like it should, it just like immediately cut out. It's not what I want to do. That's not really what I want. But I think the concept and the what's this called? The list companion piece of this video at least earns it an A. I think that at least earns it an A. So that's a good start to the year, though. Good start to the year at A tier for the first video. All right, now let's move on to a review. Okay, I feel like for shorter videos, though, I'll probably watch the whole thing. Like this one. Let's see. The Otsu arc. The Otsu arc. Okay, let's go.
An arc with the name of Gintama's most controversial character in the title. The idol who constantly uses gross out and or edgy humor as her entire persona isn't an entry I presumed would derive such a thoroughly enjoyable time out of me. But damn, did Sriracha cook. It's all that I say that too because the pacing is
I like
on
the editing of this
paper
already. The
terrible.
editing's pretty good.
It's adapting 7 chapters and 7 episodes. So you'd think this would be some
like later
One
this year I
Piece
kinda
level
was
padding here,
more
but
lazy
it
in the
actually
editing,
wasn't
but
bad because
this part of the-
unlike One
the,
Piece
year
padding,
was-
they don't drag it
I
out
was kinda
and make
killing it
it
with the editing.
unbearable to watch. They just put an intro segment, which is actually pretty funny. But I'm not even including that in the review. I don't know if I did that differently before, but that's what I'm doing now, and from here on out. Anyway, Otsu Quest is probably the arc that has blown me away the most so far, containing episodes that start off being, well, below average, but exponentially escalate into a masterclass in entertainment. Be that from some seriously well thought out jokes to a whiplash-inducing emotional payoff to finalize this piece of the story. I'm Kazutrash, and welcome to my review of the Otsu Quest arc. Toshi, Hijikata's
Love that
other
intro.
personality,
Love that
spawning
intro
from a
so much.
cursed sword, appears to have re-emerged once more.
Again, you can tell what game I'm playing based on the background music. At this point, it was Crypt of the Necrodancer, of course.
For the first time in 50 episodes. But this time, Hijikata's life isn't in danger. In fact, the otaku seems to no longer have much control at all over the Vice Chief. At least, certainly not enough to forcibly take over his body as we'd seen in the past. During these recent few months, though, the swordsman would attempt diligently to rid himself of Toshi, but this spirit's soul constantly refused to allow that light to burn out. Hijikata needed him.
Something interesting about this year with my videos is that I feel like something kind of awakened in me to understand the media that I've been consuming a lot better. I don't know if this is on a rewatch, but I've been rewatching Attack on Titan with my parents, and I remember in season 3 I was confused beyond belief. And now I'm watching it right now and I'm like, "Oh my god, so that's how that makes sense. That's how that comes together here." And I remember just not really knowing what was going on in season 3 at all. And now my parents are kind of experiencing what I was experiencing in season 3, being confused as hell. And now I actually get it. And I feel like this year I'm doing a lot better at understanding what I'm talking about. And I think I'm glad. I'm very glad that this is happening with me. That I'm awakening. I'm awakening my critical eye, as I put it.
Him gone. Though he had regained control of himself, repressing this personality was eating away at him daily, and any longer would surely affect his sanity. So why hasn't Toshi let go yet? Well, similar to the Ghost Ryokan arc, like I've mentioned already, Toshi could be considered a spirit, or I guess a stand, with an especially strong regret tying him down to this world,
for now I'm
disallowing him the ability of moving on, rounding his soul to the mortal plane in the form of a cursed sword of unknown origin. Toshi, like any other spirit, seeks to do away with his regrets and achieve peace within himself. To accomplish this, Toshi desired to prove he truly existed, and only upon completing this task would his cursed soul finally be free. It was around this point Oedo idol Otsu began a tournament, or quest, for fans to partake in, with the first place reward being to incorporate the winners as her official fan club. This would be Toshi's way out. So Hijikata decided to cooperate with his other personality to achieve this goal. With the Shinsengumi assisting his efforts, how difficult could this
and I forgot to mention this with the last video, but you can tell the last video took me multiple months, probably close to a year, to record and finish recording and re-record stuff, because the recording confidence was all over the place. And this one, it's way more consistent, and you can tell it took place after that One Piece video because, like I said, just more confidence.
Task truly be. I mean, on paper, it seems pretty easy. The only other competition would be shut-ins and neats. Only, besides them, there's one more person they need to account for. The only Edoites who could possibly rival the devotion of a master otaku would be yet another master otaku. That's right, we're talking about Shinpachi. And so begins the Otsu quest, kicking things off with some of the...
Oh my god, that's true! I forgot it's not actually called the Otsu quest arc! Yeah, that's right! Yeah, good old David pointed out. It's just the Otsu arc. I forgot about that. For some reason, in my brain, I always knew this arc as the Otsu quest when I was thinking of the Tama quest arc that I've already reviewed, and I don't know why. I can't fathom why I would possibly do that, but for some reason, it was the Otsu quest in my mind, and I even did it in the review this whole time. So for this whole review, it's called the Otsu quest arc, and that's very silly of me.
At the ceremony, as a way of dissuading the competition, Gin's group gets on stage, hijack the mic, and proclaim Shinpachi's ability to consume... Okay, get ready for this! To consume 8 whole plates of Otsu's shit.
Pretty gross.
One good thing, this is the lowest point in the arc. It doesn't get any worse than this, okay?
Actually, I guess I don't have to watch the whole thing. If I watch the whole thing, it'll just be me standing here, staring at it kind of blankly, unless I have something to say about it, which I don't really think I have too much to say. I'm just gonna skim through it really quickly. Or we can skip to, like,
go as the narrator. Oh, by the way, apparently Studio Ghibli enjoyers in Japan are called...
Oh,
Gibblers?
Gibblers. Oh, Gibblers. Oh, my God. My sister and husband are Gibblers. Stop lowering the quality of YouTube. No, you can handle it. You can handle it. Let's go to the end. Let's get to the end of the video.
quest became. In a way, this arc perfectly encapsulates everything that is Gintama. Be it from its not-so-great potty humor to its masterful setup and payoff of countless jokes, fantastic characterization, as well as that classic Gintama surprise emotional whiplash to close us out. While it's in no way a perfect arc, I think the enjoyment that can be derived from this is something that speaks for itself, and it's a great addition to Gintama's set of stellar arcs. I honestly believe that without the, you know, rather gross jokes, we had the potential of seeing a 10 out of 10 arc here, or at least really close to that. But because of those, it really drags.
On second thought, even this is something I've noticed that I've done in the past. I've really rated arcs highly if I can't find any criticisms with them. Just really outward criticisms like the potty humor or just bad writing. But what I really have to take into account, an arc is not a 10 out of 10 if it just has no recognizable flaws or immediately recognizable flaws. Because what if the comedy just doesn't hit quite right? What if the arc just is kind of boring? If it's just kind of boring, that's not a 10. If it's trying to be funny, it doesn't make me laugh. How is that a 10? That's not a 10. That's just more close to probably a 7 for comedy-wise. So this, I'm glad I didn't rate this a 10. I think I give this like an 8, maybe? I'll see in a sec.
So I think I'll drop it at around an 8.
Yeah.
How about
yeah.
that? How is an 8
An
good?
8's, I think an 8's good.
I don't. It's hard to rank these comedy arcs, but I think an 8 will suffice here. I will say I think it is the highest 8 so far, though. The lowest, or the second highest now would be Infant Strife, and then the one above that would be Benny Zakura. I don't know. I don't think it's better than Benny Zakura. That arc was just nutty, but
It was
I need
nutty.
I need a cool outro, like Stay Trash or
Yeah, this is where it starts. This is
Kazuwu.
where the intro starts.
I don't know.
Outro.
Anyway, bye.
That's where the idea first came from. That's where I got the Stay Trash. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna. You'll see me. I might go on and off using that, but I'm trying to use that more consistently now. I want to make that one of my little catchphrase. Okay, let's go to where are we at? Aha, the Konosuba recap. I love this one so much. I love this recap.
Greetings. I'm sure you
Oh, something about, I wish I got this to work properly. This looks like not how Konosuba's looks like. You can kind of see what I'll show you what I was trying to imitate. Not that, sorry, Konosuba. On Crunchyroll. I think it shows up. Oh, does it not? I thought it shows up first. Was it the second episode? Oh, maybe it's the second episode. Wait, where are they? Oh, no, it's season 2. It's season 2. My bad. My bad. Aha, here we go.
My name is Kazuma Sato.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to imitate. But for some reason, I didn't do the typesetting correctly, so it's all over the place in mine. And I forgot to...
all know the story of
I forgot to reference
undefeating
or
the
change
Devil
that.
King, getting
But it's okay for what it was. It's okay for what it was. And I could have did the font they had here closer to the that font at least. But whatever, right?
party
Whatever.
members throughout there.
It's unique at least. It's unique, and I'm glad I did it because it sets a good tone for the recap.
rebels
Here.
becoming fabled in stories, achieving the wholehearted respect of everyone throughout the land, cementing themselves as
And I know
heroes.
it's actually it's a parody of Star Wars, but I want to do it because Konosuba did it.
A story to be remembered for all of history as we know it. Only this time in the most backwards way possible. A then 17-year-old Kazuma Sato, your average shut-in NEETs, would perish upon heroically saving a girl's life.
I forgot to rank that last. I totally forgot to rank it. Oops. Oops. Yeah, this one probably probably a B? A B? No. Yeah, maybe. Now I gotta go check it out again. I think it gets a B. Then again, I like what I said. It all like worked out really well with everything coming together for the review.
An arc with the name of Gintama's most controversial...
I like the intro. Intro's good, and the song in the intro is really good.
There's one. No, he's either one.
And
That's the most goofiest thing I've ever heard of. And once that mystery investigation card was in play, oh.
I like that. I like the simple. I like the simple editing of this.
holograms. Fan club. Fantastic character. I don't know. I don't think it's better than Benny Zakura. That arc was. Also, since Kazuma directly assisted.
I think it's like a high B. I don't have really anything bad to say about it. It's really good. It is good. It's what I wanted the video to be. You know what? I think it's A. I think it is A. Now let's move on to that Konosuba recap.
The fight.
Oops, that's the real Konosuba, not that.
In the erasure of a Demon King general, yeah.
Why did it go here? I didn't do that.
As we know it. Only this time in the most backwards way possible. Then 17-year-old Kazuma Sato, your average shut-in neats, would perish upon her.
Minecraft's Dungeons OSTs work really well in a lot of different videos. They just are perfect mood setters.
Heroically saving a girl's life from an oncoming vehicle, sending him to the afterlife to be adjudicated by an arbiter, a goddess. Aqua, the said goddess, then unceremoniously unveiled Kazuma's true cause of death, an embarrassing perishment by shock, as the vehicle he had saved her from was not going to hit her at all, and even if it did, it was going slow as hell. Mockingly, on top of already cackling to herself with the goddess in front of him, reveal his family had laughed at his death as well. Truly, a pointless and quite pitiful existence and loss of life. In lieu of this, would Aqua allow Kazuma a reincarnation into an unnamed fantasy-like world with the assistance of an overpowered ability, weapon, or anything else he'd like to bring with him? Instead, out of annoyance at the now lackadaisical, uncaring, and quite rude goddess, Kazuma chose not a magic sword, not—
Already you can tell enunciation, confidence, way better. Way better. I think this recap's 10. It kind of goes on from here, but let's
a one-shot kill ability, but Aqua herself. And surprisingly, that actually worked. Only now,
love the editing. I love the small little editing I did with the soundtrack ending. It actually worked. Cue fantasy OST. Great. I love it. I love it.
Was stuck here with Kazuma.
Nothing bombastic like the One Piece one, but it doesn't need to be. It doesn't need to be bombastic. Whoa. It doesn't need to be bombastic because it's Konosuba.
Until the Devil King was defeated, having no way of getting back to the heaven.
Oh yeah, I'm glad they had the mobile games OST. I think it's a mobile game on YouTube because obviously Konosuba and Konosuba mobile game, they're similar OSTs and they both fit very well.
Aqua was stuck here with Kazuma until the Devil King was defeated, having no way of getting back to the heavenly realm. 2, Aqua's godly powers were mostly unusable, and 3, they were straight broke. So to make some money, Kazuma signed them up at the nearby Adventurers Guild, showcasing Kazuma's stupidly average stats besides his decent intelligence and unbelievably high luck. As for Aqua, just take everything I said for Kazuma and reverse it. Low intelligence, terrible luck, but amazing stats otherwise. Right off the bat, she was able to choose Archpriest, one of the advanced class.
It's kind of funny how many people were confused about the spin-off being in here. They must have not read the title correctly or just didn't see it. The spin-off kind of took a lot of people by surprise. You can, I don't know if there's anything I can see in the comments that might say it. Maybe not. Whatever. I know I replied to some people that were referencing, where's all this Megumin content from? I didn't see this Megumin content. Where's this? It's like, yeah, it's in the spin-off, bro. You gotta watch the spin-off. So I cover that after... Oh, that's the first thing I covered pretty much because that takes place directly before the story takes place. So that led in perfectly to season 1 and 2. And I don't know. I love how this video turned out. Turned out really good. I'm just curious to see how this intro goes. Outro. Why do I
even
keep
acknowledging her as a goddess? I gotta say, I genuinely love the development we've got in this arc. Anyway, to put down Sylvia once and for all, Kazuma would enter the general's embrace after declaring his love for them, allowing their guard to be lowered, and for the greatest...
Oh, that's right. That's right. Hold on. I love how I edited this in the portion where I switch seasons. I do the little Konosuba.
that if he doesn't turn things around, he'll actually end up becoming Komeko's familiar. After that, Yunyun would disembark on a journey of her own to master advanced magic, so that she could one day return and defeat her rival, with Megumin agreeing to duel her when she does. Finally, Megumi noticed
I love it. I love it so much. It just encapsulates Konosuba so well. So, with that being said, I think this is an S. This is our first S here. Love my enunciation. Editing's really fun. The soundtrack's good. Nothing is obtrusive. Nothing's too loud. And just a really concise, really solid recap. I love it. I love it. S tier. That's got to be my first S tier for sure. Alright, and now we will be hopping into the Gintama recap of my reviews. I think that's what's next. Yeah.
dissecting later on. Hey everyone, welcome to my...
Yeah, so I had this video all the way when I started, and I was gonna do it when I first reached like 33 or something, because there's only 62, or I guess it would be closer to 31 or 30 reviews out. But I decided to stop it at 22, so I can do one at 44 and then one at 60, whatever, 62. Just because I get more mileage out of it, right? Gotta get all the mileage you can.
Recap video of Gar so far. This will be 1/3 into my Gintama arc review series, meaning that's 22 episodes. So it'll pretty much be everything I've talked about in the whole series so far, just compacted into maybe a few paragraphs for each arc, and then we're going to move on to the next arc, and then the next arc. But there will be some arc rating changes, because there are some things that I've changed my opinion on over the time of my watching of Gintama. So be ready for that. Obviously, the earlier arcs will have more changes. And besides that, this will be a great way for anyone who hasn't watched the series to catch up with it really quick, or just get a recap of my thoughts. So in any case, enjoy the video. Let's get into it. Now, to begin, we've got the first arc in Gintama, the Memory Loss arc. The anime is very...
I mean, it's just pretty much a recap. A mini version of my thoughts from each of the reviews. A compacted memory. Memory? What? Oh, I think I was reading Memory Loss. A compacted summary of my reviews. And they're fun. Oh, sorry, Marie, I never liked your comment. But yes, it's a good idea, and I like doing this so I can kind of change any reviews that I wanted to change, and I can update those, because, like I said, my intelligence is growing every day.
And with that, we've actually completed the entirety of the Gintama arc review series up to this point. That'll be 22 arcs I'll have reviewed in hopefully less than 30 minutes. I think this video's gonna be less than that. But this entire series so far has taken me
not quite.
years. Oh my god, I need to increase the pacing on this series so much.
I think this pacing actually lowered, which is ironic. The pacing lowered really bad for this video. Did I mention
less than that? But arcs I'll have reviewed in hopefully less than 30 minutes. I think this video's gonna be less than that. But this entire series so far has taken me 3 whole years. Oh my god.
3 years, so what is that, like 8, 16, 7, 14, 20. Yeah, so it's about 7. At this point, I was doing 7 reviews a year. Now I only did, how many reviews are on here? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 reviews, so I'm actually halved in the productivity of my reviews this year. But there was a reason for some of that, but I really gotta get on that, because that's even less time now that I'm putting towards the reviews.
God, I need to increase the pacing on this series so much. We're aiming for a finalization date of 2030. No.
It's probably closer to 2035 now.
No, I need to avoid that the best I can, because I
no.
don't want this to go that long. Like I said, I'll definitely try to upload these more consistently. I can't promise, but I will try. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching.
That's exactly why I say can't promise, because I can't promise. I can't! You never know what's going to come up, and you never know what I'm going to be working on or what I don't want to be working on. Like, sometimes I just don't want to do a review of the Rokaku arc or something like that. It's like, I don't really care, but I know I have to do it because it's in the review series. And anyway, this video, it's a fun video. It's nothing special. I think it's a good A tier video. Not even A. I'll put it in B, because I didn't really break the barriers of what I'm used to doing. I think that would be saved for like A and S tier. Maybe no. I think that's reserved for S tier. But A is
videos I'm very proud of, but there's still some flaws in them. Of course, because they're not S. And I think B's are okay videos. You know, B's are videos where I don't really have anything negative to say about them, but they're still not videos that you're actively wanting to watch or engage with. If that makes sense. I don't know if it makes sense. Does it? I don't know. Can we get a confirmation if that makes any sense? Yeah. Because it really is just a recap of my reviews. I mean, this is a hard one. I don't know. Watching 15th place, Hasegawa Prosecution. Taking a step back from Taizo's usual sorrow, we get to see him interacting with his wife, which causes them both to bubble up and actually work out a restart for their relationship, which had gone off the rails a while ago. Definitely an awesome switch up for the usual one-note Hasegawa. His luck didn't last long though. A. It's A. It's A. It's A. I don't care. It's A. Alright. Oh, okay. We're gonna do this silly video. Oh my god, the April Fool's video. I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I have nothing planned for the April Fool's video this year, but let's check this out. This is gonna be the cringiest thing I've ever seen.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Today we're checking out something a little bit silly, but I hope it'll still be entertaining. It is the top 10 Japanese anime titles, but translated to English that sound stupid as hell. For instance, you have Jujutsu Kaisen Sorcery Fight. That doesn't sound good at all.
I don't know what the fake video I'm gonna be making this year is gonna be called. I do actually want to do those two videos. This video, of course, the going over anime names, and the video where I'm kind of reviewing anime characters wearing real-life shirts. Sorry. Did I say that right? Oh, God, I'm a mess tonight. But anime characters wearing silly shirts that I would like to buy in real life. That kind of thing.
Oh, but it's funny as hell to say. And that's kind of like the general vibe I'm going for. And if you're wondering if Jujutsu Kaisen will be on that list, I don't know. You'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let's get into it. Alright.
Aha, yes. The last year, I made this kind of video where I had someone else in the screen with me. It was also me. I'm pretty sure I mentioned that in the last April Fool's, last 2024 recap, 2023 recap, I should say. And this time, I put a green screen here. Last time I didn't have a green screen, so I had to just manually get rid of the background, and it was awful. It was terrible, and you can tell that. I think I had to just try to stay really still the whole time. And in this video, though, I put a green screen, so this is actually just me superimposed into a picture of my room. Or, sorry, a video of the background of my room, which you'll see later I actually walk in and look at. No one actually here, because it's me. I'm proud of the editing on this one. But it's so silly and weird.
No! Not again! No!
Oh yeah, if you're wondering if there's any actual lore I write down for these, no, there's not. It's just me making shit up as I go. Oh yeah, God. Okay. You can also tell my friends help me with this immensely. My friends help me with this so much because I would never. I'll let it play. I'll let it play.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. He has sex with Kanye. Yes.
Oh yeah, here we go. I would never mention Kanye. I don't know what Kanye's doing. I have no idea what Kanye is doing. And this is my one friend who is into some rap music, some hip hop music, who would be in that circle. So he's like, I asked, I think 4 or 5 of my friends, give me something that a psychotic person would be saying. Or something that someone that's lost their marbles. And they gave me these lines to repeat. And this is them. I think that's him in the background saying it. I think that's Ty.
Sex with Kanye. He has sex with.
But in reverse, right?
You know, you want to know something? You want to know something? I believe in the flat Earth theory.
Oh, the fly. Do I still have this note? Hold on. I'm going to open this on another tab. I think I still have this note. Yeah, actually I'm not. I'm not putting that on stream.
Actually, I will. I'm just gonna edit a few more things. So I'm just making sure I can show this note on stream and on YouTube. Yes, okay, I'll show this at the very end, actually. I'll show this at the very end.
The Earth is flat.
Okay.
It's always been flat. The government's trying to keep it away from you. The world is a simulation. The world is a simulation, and we are slaves to the government.
Dogecoin! That's rated. Oh, Lord.
Dogecoin. Cryptocurrency is the way. Cryptocurrency.
I like I put down here, just to clarify and reiterate. Your device is amazing. Don't invest in crypto. The world is a simulation.
August 12th.
Oh, the freaking Squidward thing.
Heat death of the universe.
The stars aren't real. They're just small little pockets in the sky. We may never know where they go.
The Returnal music. The Returnal fits very well for background music as well.
So for free eggs now.
No! No!
Seriously, I will hide down this guy. You know, man, feel we talk.
Now can I play videos in reverse on YouTube? Because if so, I would like to hear what that sounds like. Cause my friend said something like that. I just talked in reverse. Pretty cool, right? Like that's all it was. Hold on. I wonder if you can play them. Playback speed. Nah, I don't think you can. Ew, who's that? Yo, it's me. It's me, Rental. Hi. Hello. Just double check if you can do this. Take the option reverse speed. What? Wait, that's an option? Just there? No, they lied. They lied. Get that thing off the screen. It'll have the screen in a sec. I forgot I had 225 speed. Oh yeah, this. I don't know what I was thinking, man. I just started shaving. I'm just like, how could I portray that time is changing? And then I just freaking shaved. I'm like, okay, that works, I guess. Can you give me a Porsche 911 GTRS 992? No! I'm sorry, but I cannot. Forgive me, Renzel. I cannot. That's not possible of me to do. I feel like this year I'm gonna play a little less serious.
What?
I'm playing it so serious.
What the fuck? What? I've been recording for 16 hours?
16 hours.
Huh?
I feel like my hard drive would be dead by that point. You look 10. Yeah, I got shaved.
Wait.
The demon shaved me off, shaved my beard or whatever.
What happened to the video? Where are all these videos here? You're right. Yeah, you're right. He has sex with Kanye.
Whoa!
I believe in the flat Earth theory. The Earth is
So
flat.
dumb.
It's always been flat. The government's trying to keep it away from you. I am so sorry. I
It's
don't know
like I was streaming. I'm acting like I was streaming. What am I talking to? Who am I talking
Where's my
to?
beard? What the fuck? Okay, first of all, everything I just said, that was not me. Okay, that wasn't me. Huh? Why is my beard gone? Huh? I think I need to go lay down. I think I need to just go lay down.
I played it better than I did in the first video. The first video of the April Fools was so cringe. This is still cringe. Less cringe, though. Less cringe, more funny. Aiming for more funny, less cringe again in the new one. Alright. I think that will get... I think that one gets a B. It's so dumb. Like you can tell I didn't script this at all. I didn't plan this out. I'm just like let's throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. And I even forced it to stick in some points. But that was that one. That was the silly April Fool's video. B tier. Atomic West. Okay, I will be in the bathroom now. Actually, I'll be right back. I'll play this, why not?
Tama's second arc was the exact unhinged insanity you would expect if you were coming into Gintama from the viral social media posts. This arc has everything from some tiny magic school bus shenanigans, only instead of a human body it's a robot, to Gintoki duking it out over cleaning solutions with his clone, all the way to fighting the king of a computer virus who turns into a vampire with a god complex, wielding a beam with the power to turn your body into a 2D pixel art sprite. No, I didn't make that up. Even beyond that, this arc covers some self-reflection of Gintoki, a deeper understanding of Tama, and how she views our main character. I'm Kazutrash, and welcome to my review of the Tama Quest arc. Almost right off the bat, we jump into the bananas with Tama first turning into a crude 3D model, and not long after into a straight up sprite, summoning NES level speech bubbles reminiscent of an old Dragon Quest game. I gotta say, my buddies picked like the perfect arc to watch on this reaction. My one friend Mari was high as shit, so he was beyond confused, and Octo?
Bro, what is this show even about? Well, I still don't know what this show's about. What the fuck is Gintama about, bro?
Well, I think he was too. I can't blame him though. I gotta say, this part of the story is probably like the most out there episodes we've seen so far. Sodachi woke up to write this arc and he chose utter chaos. And goddamn did he make it work. But before that, let's delve into that question from Octo. What is Gintama about? Well, my commenter David would provide.
Oh my god, I just realized my camera's off. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, that sucks. There goes that part of the video. My camera was off for the whole thing. God damn it. Okay, well, anyway, we're back with the camera now. I'm sorry. How did I mess that up? I don't know. Well, that's disappointing. At least I noticed now and not later. Ah, damn. Okay, yeah, this video was funny because I got my buddies. I got my buddies to react to the video, review, or the arc with me, and it was pretty ridiculous because this is probably one of the most ridiculous arcs in Gintama. Who's on the left? What do you mean? It's me. What do you think, Renzo? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Provide a great answer to this question, ending his comments with whatever it wants to be. Perfect. I honestly should have been able to come up with that on the spot, but you know me and thinking.
Yep, classic Kevin doesn't think correctly.
On the spot, I can't. Which is a rather terrible trait to have if you're a streamer like me. But oh well. Sunrise went crazy as well with the
Pacing could be
visuals
better
in
on
the
this video, I
OST.
think.
With them creating some fantastic representation of the games they were parodying,
Not bad,
like the little
not
JRPG
terrible.
map and the sprites to match, some fun Easter eggs
But
when Gin
could
was
use some
ranting
work.
about the credits, displaying Sodachi's name as well as some of the anime staff, and some fantastic wizardry text adventure visuals. By the way, let's just assume I knew what wizardry was before I started this video.
I do actually want to play Wizardry at some point.
Okay. Also, because the Gintama staff are just that cool, they remade a bunch of the OSTs in...
Or even just one of those old dungeon crawlers. I want to experience that because that's a cool. Like, it's just a text adventure bit, pretty much.
I believe it's chiptune? Well, anyway, the 8-bit style you'd often hear in like Dragon Quest and stuff, which all sound immaculate. Let me play one for you now. Isn't that good? Isn't... Oh. By the way, I'm just imagining hearing it right now, because no headphones. You can see what that looks like on the outtakes when I post that afterward. By the way, I always post the outtakes if there are any on the second channel. Check it out, Kazu2. Before and
Oh my god! I just realized I have a shit ton of outtakes to post. Not a shit ton, just one video's worth for the Love Live video, which is a relatively big one. I'm surprised I forgot about that. Oh, I got to post that tonight or something. Oh, shit.
During Tama, it's hammered in that this virus is definitely serious and needs to be dealt with right now, or she'll revert back to being a soulless husk, a regular old hump of metal.
The soundtrack for this video... Did I say hump of metal?
To be dealt with right now, or she'll revert back to being a soulless husk, a regular old hump of metal.
I said hump. Oh my god. Supposed to say hunk there. Basically, she'll lose Fuyo's soul. This sets the groundwork that even though this arc is mostly comedic insanity, there's still that risk factor involved. The tapir could kill Tama. Also, this Gintoki fake-out death was insane. Gengai did not need to do this. Let's get a warning next time, yeah? The way the blood soy sauce splattered all over Kagura and Jibachi's face, it was reminiscent of The Boys. It was just genuinely scary. If you've seen The Boys, I'm not really a fan of how I said that. I'm pretty sure I just used genuinely twice as well. You know what I'm talking about. With it. Could have used some scripting. Could have used some scripting. Something I learned this year. I need to script every single one of my videos because every time I try to do something without scripting it, it turns out terribly. Which I'm pretty sure I said that at the beginning of this video, right? I'm not scripting this one. Tama's second arc, Viral Higgins, all the way with the power. On that, this arc covers some... I'm Kazutrash, and welcome to my review of the Tama Quest arc. Maybe not, actually. This arc covers some booty if you were coming into... That was later on. But still. Yeah, I think this review is getting a B tier. This review is getting a B tier. Let's finish it up. Let's watch that final part, though. On the Kabuki district. And in return, that love and protection is directed right back at him. This arc was an amazing series of jokes, many of which landed hilariously. And that honestly should mean even more coming from someone who's never played a Dragon Quest game in my life, never played a Wizardry game in my life. I've never played like any of the things they're parodying, but goddamn did they still make it work. Hella good. Hella good. Hella well, I guess. It also gives us some of the most... I'll let Octo.
I need like a teleprompter or something.
What the fuck is Gintama about, bro?
Moments so far, all the while staying great. Yeah, I can't wait to watch another silly arc with Octo and Remy and I. Grounded in what is a true introspective look into how Gintoki sees himself, as well as others, but obviously more so how Tama, our resident robot, views our favorite main character. Exploring Tama even deeper. Literally. And you want to know the best part? Sorachi used a total of 0. Count that, 0. Gross out humor jokes throughout the entire run. And I have to say, that is fantastic. All in all, wonderful arc. An absolutely wonderfully enjoyable arc. And I think that is getting a 9.5, baby. We going at 9.5. for Tama's arc. Well, Tama's second
Where's
arc.
the list?
Honestly,
Don't I have the list
Tama's arc is 2 for 2 for being 9 and above so far. Oh, Tama's
Oh,
such
it
a
comes.
good
Okay, it
character. I
comes
love
later.
So I think as a proper ranking list should go for a series like this, I'm going to start actually showing you
this is where I started
which
it.
place these arcs are getting ranked at. By the way, that's laying it
that was a rough animation there. That looks very choppy.
at number 4. All right, everyone, with all that being said, like this video if you like it, dislike
Stay
it
trash.
if you
Make
dislike
sure to
it,
stay
comment
trash
below
there.
any thoughts you may have, and don't forget to stay trash.
I didn't get the piece. I wonder why I didn't get the piece there. I don't know. It's not finished without the piece, but, yeah, that's a B. I think that's a B. Nothing that was different enough to be an A, and definitely not an S, of course. But I think this one just a little bit better. A little bit better. This one just seems a little bit, what's the word? Aimless. This one seemed aimless. This one seemed more on script, on point, on my mind. This one was all over the place. It seemed like I was trying to react more outside the script, but it didn't flow too well with the video. Anyway, moving from 23 to 24, this one
Me cry as
I'm
well.
saying this right before I start. This is probably my favorite review I've ever done.
This part of the story introduces us to the best designed, most evil yet terrifying.
Oh, something about the intro song. I can't believe I found a song for this intro that fit as well as it did. And especially a Rustage song, which is my favorite artist.
The empathetic villain yet, amalgamating into the greatest antagonist thus far. Let us plunge back into the depths of Yoshiwara as we tackle who this mysterious underworld leader is, and how he could possibly be affiliated with our courtesan of death. Everyone, I am Kazutrash, and welcome to Gintama's
Red Spider Arc.
Gotta live with mistakes and decisions. I don't hate the book,
Also
but the
love
way
the
that it's
editing in this
written.
intro.
We're not shinobis, we're slaves to the system. They tell us a lie that we're making a difference. There is no change to the fate that we're given. I harden my heart, but the stains in my vision. Spilling their blood before making them listen. I do what I must and I'm breaking tradition. Cause I paid it crimson, gone in an instance. Life is war, but I deal with the symptoms. On the floor, now they fell to extinction. Nothing more than to help with the mission. I've been drowning in the burdens of commitment. Hoping there's a purpose to existence. There is no returning for the victims. Now I'm just a person in the distance.
Oh, so
With
good.
hosted.
Love it. Love that intro. Oh, so good. Like I said, I'm surprised I found a song from Rustage that fits so perfectly. I don't know how I found something that fit this well, but it did, and it was great. It was I think it was Itachi's Fallen from Grace, his Fallen from Grace song, which is also a very similar situation that Jiraiya and Tsukuyo go through, that Itachi and Sasuke go through, I believe. I watched Naruto for a long time, but I believe based on the lyrics there.
In power was at play.
Not quite,
Yoshiwara was
obviously.
turning
Not quite,
into a
no
breeding
way.
ground for illegal
No way
activity.
exact, but there's some similar vicissitudes.
A criminal's paradise. All at the command of one man hiding
Everything about this
amongst the
video
shadows.
is perfect to me. The OST being that slow build up, the narration being straight up on point. Not too Mr. Beast like, where I'm like, hey, oh, wait, hold on.
Enter Jiraiya the Spider.
Enter Jiraiya the Spider. No, I'm like, enter Jiraiya the Spider.
After Suki and
I keep
Gin
the
snuck
vibe, I
into
keep
a
the vibe, I
gang
love
to
the
catch the
vibe.
big boss, they were immediately met with the man himself in a terrifying, overwhelming display of power. The duo were utterly outmatched in every aspect thanks to Jiraiya's threads.
What I like to call, straight up, the coolest ability revealed thus far.
Extremely reminiscent of Sekiro's Lady Butterfly, he utilizes these imperceptible threads, one, as footholds to bounce around, of course amplified by his inhuman speed, manipulating any area to his will, and two, to ensnare his victims in a sticky web, granting the ability to slowly whittle his foes down until they can no longer resist, and finally deal the finishing,
Have they fucked yet?
absolutely
No.
calculated blow.
I don't think so,
long
at
as
least.
you're in
I haven't
Jiraiya's
finished it.
domain,
Maybe they have.
You will lose. And yes, even the white yaksha. His
You will lose. I love how I said that. Anyway, though. There's a part I'm worried about that might change the flow of this video completely. Let's go right here.
goal with his friends. People that, even though he was abstinent about pushing away, had stayed by his side nonetheless, in a
Resident
way
Evil soundtrack,
forcing
of course.
themselves into his life. On the other
Is that guy like later in the series? Yeah, he's at, this is episode 1, probably close to like 150, something like that.
other hand, there's Jiraiya, who didn't have anyone like this, and the fear eventually consumed him. Soon, Jiraiya would be ordered to murder every one of his comrades, giving birth to that intoxicating feeling I mentioned earlier, setting him down his fateful, deadly, and twisted route.
Oh man, now that I feel like if I edit this video again, it's not enough to like lower to tier or anything. I would make that that blackness part sit there for about a second or two more before I actually came in. Let the soundtrack, let that whole narration mellow with you and marinate in your brain. But that's okay. Is a villain. Now that is a villain. Perfected.
For now, Gintoki was seemingly
My friend loves this anime. I just can't seem to binge it. I mean, it's hard to binge because a lot of there are arcs in Gintama, and a lot of them are just a few episodes long, which makes it seem like that's where you should be stopping. And if you stop at a different point, it doesn't feel right. And I feel like sometimes if you end on a arc that's a little worse, then you'll not feel the need or the want to continue watching it. I don't know what's filler either. Yeah, I don't think there's too much filler in Gintama you really have to worry about, and even if with the bad filler, or sorry, even with filler, there's not too many bad filler episodes anyway, so you're probably good with that. But there's probably a filler list you could look up.
murdered, and Tsukuyo was taken away. Oh, and guess what? Zenzo was reading a magazine here where
Why? Stop lowering the
Takatsuki was
quality. Please,
was
for
on
love
the
of God.
cover. Woo! There it is. There's a little Easter egg. So whatever he's doing, Zakatine's doing good for himself. He's in something
A little
called
jazzy soundtrack
Taka
here.
Thin Man or Taka Thin Man. I don't really know. You know what, Takatine? I'm glad you're doing good for yourself, man. I just wish you'd come back. I miss you. Speaking of, it was super cool to bring back Zenzo's dad again after not having seen him for
Ah,
like,
that's right. This part I don't like. I don't like this part. Because I say
What,
the
super
same thing
cool to
pretty
bring-
much twice in a
bring
row.
back Zenzo's dad again after not having seen him for like, what, 100 episodes? I didn't know they'd be bringing back the kick the can guy. It's actually super cool that Sorachi used Zenzo's dad again and wasn't
Yeah, I said Zenzo's dad again twice. Kind of
just a stupid, silly throwaway guy.
This could have all been half the time.
Unlike Nakajin, I miss you. For now, let's move that spotlight over from Jiraiya to Suki. When
That's
Hinoa
the only part where the pacing gets a little weird with my video.
was talking to the odd jobs about Tsukuyo, she let them know that whenever these three goofballs are around, she reverts back into a normal girl again. She's able to forget she's the leader of the Hyakka, far and away from Jiraiya's strict mechanical teachings and upbringing, something nobody else ever managed to do. Later on, we would witness Tsukuyo truly broken with all of her ability to fight back stripped from her, leaving the girl hopeless at the whims of a threat she thought nobody could take down, even including Yoshiwara's savior Gintoki, but here he was, condemning her for trying to shoulder her burdens all on her own again. Gintoki's monologue here was great,
it's
telling
simple,
her
but
it's
I like
okay to weep and ask for help, to lean on him with her runny nose or laugh when she feels like laughing, as he puts it. Hinoa would go on to explain that any heavy burden feels stupid when they're around the oddjobs. There's something about this part that nearly made me cry as well. Hell, if I'm being honest, any slightly emotional moment from this arc had that effect. It's a simple scene, but it's awesome to see this positive effect the oddjobs have on the ridiculous animation, with the animators even changing things up
Whoa, wait, what's this OST going? This is crazy. I want to hear this part again.
Yet, this arc really did nail everything so far, especially aiding us to
I think it's the
empathize in
Resident Evil
Gintoki's
soundtrack.
hatred of Jiraiya, pushing that emotional impact to hit with an even greater force. This whole fight was pure fan service. Gintoki's badass one-liners, his absolute assertion of dominance, Jiraiya's utter disbelief in Gintoki's skills, his sympathy towards Jiraiya's cowardice, the flashbacks throughout, all amplified by the killer voice work, the insane soundtrack, the ridiculous animation, with the animators even changing things up stylistically, all combines to create a battle you simply can't dislike. Later on, we finally learn why he's been doing this to Tsukuyo. He desires to kill himself. This would be a self-inflicted punishment for not being able to save his sister all those years ago. Gintoki would, of course, win that battle, but while he was looking away after the fact, would Jiraiya attempt an underhanded tactic. But before he could go through with it, Tsukuyo is there to save him, dealing a killing blow to Jiraiya. In the end, Jiraiya, or rather Danzo, would be killed by his own creation. He would be killed by himself. After this, Zenzo pops in and lays out his entire life story before them. A backstory Sorachi has yet again one-upped himself with. A lot of what I've already said was from this scene here. A terrified boy and his sister, heartlessly taken advantage of, destroying the lives of both. An unnecessary horror of war swept into the shadows. Before Jiraiya bled out fully, Tsukuyo would embrace Danzo and literally offer her a shoulder for him to lean on, explaining that she wished she knew all this earlier so she could have helped shoulder that burden together.
This scene here really does highlight what Danzo saw in Tsukuyo and why he became so fixated on her. After nearly killing everyone she loves, she'd still find it in her heart to understand how he'd been wronged in his life like she was wronged in hers.
If the master's duty is to shoulder the students along with their pain, what is the student's duty? To grow strong enough to shoulder the master. With the image of his sister reflected in Tsukuyo's eyes, Jiraiya exclaimed, "She's a more beautiful moon than any he's ever seen." And finally, he breathed his last breath. This scene may just be my favorite death of...
I don't know if that was my mic there, but I sound like I had a lisp for a little bit. I mean, I know I have a little bit of a lisp, but it's just annoying when I notice it.
any character ever. A beautiful creation and execution, all in the span of a short 4 episodes. Hell, I was literally starting to tear up writing this script. Oh, that's how hard this one hit me, man. This arc ends in a hilarious drinking party with Tsukuyo going batshit insane after drinking too much and passing out. In the morning, she wakes up, but Jiraiya's deeply seated scars were clearly still eating away at her. So Gintoki reaffirmed to her that she, scar and all, is beautiful and her soul is clean. In a final line, Tsukuyo sends us off with, "I'm glad to have met you all," completing the arc, freeing the courtesan of her past shackles.
Well, everyone, that was Yoshiwara 2, the Red Spider arc. And, the big question is, that there was an opening and... So,
this part. I don't know why I make these on Canva,
this arc with
here.
No.
I don't know why this wasn't working. I tried to get this working for the life of me, and I just didn't. Probably just something wrong on the back end of Canva. And I did a recent review, and this was bold and blackened in the background, so I don't know what was going on in that at that point, but it's fixed now. So
Real
whatever.
outliers. This one gets the first spot, number 1. For now, of course, I'm sure there will be higher peaks, but for now, this is the peak.
Yeah, number 1 review, and I think that's the number 1 arc, and that's the number 1 review as well. That was a great review. S tier review, I think. All right, me going off on Crunchyroll. Let's head on to that one. So far, I got a good track record so far. Not bad.
On Crunchyroll, anytime I see a red 1 on that notification tab, all it ever brings me is dismay, because every time it's them advertising their awful mobile games. Honestly, the mobile games might be good. They might be the best games I've ever heard of, but I don't care. Because 1, you can't mute this. Actually, hold on. Can you mute this? Oh, look, you can change the email notifications. Thank God. But no, I cannot turn the game ads off. And I pay for premium. Also, some of you guys are doubters, I'm sure. And you're like, there's no way, right? Like, the notifications definitely work for at least the...
Yeah, this is also a video where I wish I scripted it more than actually just talking to the camera, because when I start talking to the camera, then I start forgetting what I'm supposed to say, and I don't put things in that I want to put in at the right order, and it doesn't sound good. But this is one of those instances where, for some reason, I'm like, some of you are darters, I'm sure. Like, darters of what? No, of the notification tab? Like, yeah, that doesn't
replies
flow well.
and the likes of your comments, right? So here's me.
Editing
This
is
is me, your
funny.
host,
Editing
Kevin.
is
If you ever
funny
see
in
me
this one.
commenting, that's me on Strawberry Panic.
You know what's
This
really
comment's
funny? About a week or 2 after I released this video, they took away commenting in its entirety, and I wonder if I had something to do with that. Who knows?
A few likes, and even someone replying to it.
I only have
though,
800 views on this video,
as you can
but
see in
I
my
like to think
notification
that.
tab, there is nothing. No proof that my comment was
Maybe I don't
ever
wanna
interacted
think
with.
that. I don't know.
What's the point of replying to someone if that person can't even see it? Honestly, it's like when the postman knocks on your door but doesn't get a reply, so he leaves. But you know what they have to do in that situation? Leave a little strip telling you that it's at the post office and you can pick it up now. But if they forget, then you'll never know it's there. So you're screwed. Okay, this hardly relates. This just happened to me and I'm very sad.
Anyway, what was I saying again?
Ah, yes. One of my all-time favorite series, the Monogatari.
Again, got kind of off topic. That's a little funny, but I did get off topic, and it did ruin the flow. Something I want to really focus on in 2025 is just the flow of my videos. Just keeping it at a constant flow.
Series is something I need to discuss. Let me tell you guys something. After switching to a different way to watch this show, I had no idea I was missing out
A different, undisclosed way to watch the show. I wonder how.
on so much. And there's a few reasons for that. Number 1, for whatever reason, Crunchyroll has this terrible blur effect on all of Bake, and it's stuck in 480p.
Still is.
Also,
Still is.
what is that in the corner? What the hell is that? Number 2, the season isn't even complete. There are 3 episodes missing. Were you watching the Tsubasa Cat arc? Yeah? Well, fuck you. The sudden realization that this arc was
Editing is funny in
incomplete
this one.
while
The editing is pretty
watching
funny.
hit me like 1,000 flashbangs all at once. So I ended up contacting support. I'm just looking at the date right now, and I was doing this on Christmas Day, Christmas night. After that, I got a obvious bot response trying to troubleshoot it, and then they messaged Grasp, the Crunchyroll technical specialist.
I know the big problem I have with this video. Later on, it gets very, what's the word, off the rails, and like I said, the flow starts becoming so much more scattered.
They were adding AI translated subtitles, saying it's for anti-piracy, so they can get it out faster in every country. Bro, if these are the faster translators, then we don't want them. Because look at this garbage. I've said this before and I'll say it again. Translation and localization are an art. You can't just throw it into Google Translate and be done with it, because this is what you get. They're already underpaying and overworking their sub.
I like how I said great video by the canopy effect, but this is just the thumbnail. I didn't actually put the title here.
It's enough. Now they're just deleting them from the damn payroll. Hey Sony, how about you pay real people to translate with that monopoly money you have? Speaking of that, that's something else, by the way. Sony now owns Crunchyroll, who recently acquired Funimation. Yes, that Funimation.
Have you got a stick up your ass? Or are you one of those dumbass Gamergate creep shows?
And God forbid that Funimation.
What are you
Yeah, we don't need to see too much more of this. It's pretty simple to see. Let me just.
For any reason at all? Well, have fun getting jump scared by that moment when you end up watching that show again. That's right, even if you autoplay from the previous episode, it will jump right on.
Near the end, I start kind of grasping at
Ooh, it's a
straws.
Crunchyroll looks like. What's that list look like?
Oh, the
Wait,
list thing is valid. The list complaint is valid, I will say. But anyway, just me going off and this person is going back to piracy. 6 months old heart. I don't care. Oh my god, you know what? You know what sucks? You know what actually sucks? I didn't even like any of these comments. What the frick? Whoops. Wow, I didn't even see any of these people. You know what really sucks about this? Crunchyroll is they have a monopoly now, and they're gonna have an even bigger monopoly when they sell to Sony for Kadokawa. So there goes that. Anyway, this is a B. It's a good video, but it does get a little off the rails. So far, this is good though. This is a good rating for the year. Not bad. I think this might be a C though. I don't think I'm gonna watch much of the Rustage recaps. They're simple, and I think it's a C tier.
The menu.
It's very simple editing. It's nothing crazy, and it's just narration. The narration really matters, I guess. So let's see how the narration goes.
Oh, hey!
Oh, silly intro. Silly
I didn't think
intro.
I'd see you guys here. Welcome. I think it is time, since you're here, for One Piece Dungeons and Dragons Marines recap. Don't know what that is? Well, it's a Dungeons and Dragons story of 4 Marines who all sign up at the same time in their adventures henceforth. Kai, the pure-hearted devil fruit
I do like the
despising
intros better in
fisherman
this
played
one
by
than the other
Tekken
ones.
101. Bradley, a fishman frat boy.
I think before I just said Kai, or well, it wouldn't have been Kai. It would have been like Ragnar, played by Briggs. William, played by Tekking. And then I didn't actually explain who they were or what they were about. And this one I'm saying a frat boy fishman. At least gave a little bit of backstory for people who don't really know what this is.
Who hopes to save his kidnapped sister, played by Briggs. The justice-driven and pirate-despising Yokon of the Long-Arm Tribe, played by Too Spooky. And finally, the cold-hearted, scarily serious, and sugar-loving Damien, a cyborg played by Lost Paws. And all of this is run by Rustage as the Dungeon Master. As always with this recap series, I'll very briefly, if at all, be mentioning a character's backstory and or motivations, since this is not a replacement
Love
for
the
watching the
confidence.
original show. Plus, all the hilarity that ensues during this will be lost. I'm not going to say every single funny joke. I wish I could, but I'm not going to, okay? Anyway, with that disclaimer out of the way, let us begin!
So, you can kind of see it's possible. Like, confidence while looking into the camera is possible for me, but I just struggle with it a lot. You know I probably took about 10 different takes for that one intro there.
Island resides a group of 10 unacquainted Marines on their
Also, if you're wondering, I did use Adam. That's who this is. It's all characters from One Piece D&D and Isekai besides this, which is just Saitama. And then you got Rippa, of course, and Lissa, and William's brother. What's it? Trevor.
first day, all indulging in their dinner in a rather awkward silence. That is, until the squad confide in the awful slop that could hardly be referred to as food. Then their commanding officer, Lieutenant Pluto, greeted everyone formally to inform them they'd be embarking on a simple routine scouting operation. They end up cooking some proper food outside the ship and then hit the hay while the other...
And surprisingly, this ragtag crew frickin' killed it.
Rorden actually had been meaning to take down the boss and swiftly snapped the pirate's neck.
I killed it with this narration. This is killer.
As slush. Yeah, Yokon's mentally ain't doing too good right now.
We gotta see the verses. We
A
gotta see the
broken
verses.
man. Both of his arms sliced off, seemingly piece by piece. Editing is so simple. I just cropped half of his body off.
This was Anchor Arms. Well, a shell of his former self. Honestly, he's gonna need a new name now.
I don't think Anchor Stubbs works anywhere near as well, but yeah, fucking rip Anchor Arms. Well, rip the literal anchor arm. You get it.
The group agreed to his proposition of a tournament, and so it began.
First up was Yokon versus Amarillo. Winner through apps. You know what that is? It's a toilet paper, not toilet paper, sorry, paper towel roll.
Salute
with a mic filter on top of it.
dominance. Yokon! Next round, we've got Kai and Bradley.
No toilet,
versus
sad.
Nessa and
No toilet, I'm
Sheamus. Winner through a ridiculously close second round, we have.
I'm sad no one mentioned how cursed the images I chose were. Like, look at this goddamn leprechaun. What the hell is that?
The Marines.
Also, rest in peace, small fan. You were great, Cryptid.
Third round, Damien, Raj, and Heather versus El Chupacabra, Fenrir the Wolf, and
The Cockatrice, Mythbusters 1.
filled with disappointment in his subordinate Tavrock about to.
I like this. I like this narration a lot, and I think the editing could use some work. I might, what's the word? Brainstorm on how I want the next D&D recap to go, because this is very, what's the word? Just rough. I think this is the best this video could look with this current format, but there's a lot I could do better, as right now it is just the backdrop of the original D&D with just the PNGs of the characters moving around or transitioning. I could do better than this, and I think I will, but because it is the best recap yet, I think that gets an easy B or A. No, I think if I did something different, then it would be an S, but that's an A. That's an A for what it is. I don't know if I'm being too nice to myself right now, or if I'm just proud of my videos. But let's go to the next Gintama review. Oh, another silly intro.
How are you doing? Are you okay? Are you breathing? Would you like an update? Okay. Updating now.
I made this intro way longer in the original. I had to cut out about a whole minute or two, probably for good reason.
Hello. Welcome to your new mandated Gintama review. Today, it is the
Did I have that in the outtakes?
Kamui. Those guys are below.
Hold on. Let's go check it out right now. Where is this one?
Error.
Yeah, I did the whole error thing.
Update complete. Let us begin.
Blah, blah, blah. That was just a small segment of it, but I did error, and I sat there for a while, and I continuously messed up what I wanted to say. So that intro took me a while, and it ended up only being 10 seconds.
Clarity pull arc. Let us begin. Imagine this. An entire arc based around a real popularity poll that...
Did I forget to...
Imagine this.
Wait.
An entire arc based around a real popularity poll that happened in Japan, which the characters
never mind.
are self-aware of. That is this exactly. We're getting to meta levels that should not be possible, but they are because it's Sorachi. I probably won't have too much to say here, and I'm not even scripting this one. Let's, run that intro.
That's a bad sign. You're not scripting this one. Oh boy, okay. Such a chaos art.
You know, if there was any point where a
What the fuck?
was warranted, I think this takes the cake. I mean, Sorachi must have been smoking that good shit, coming up with this insane plotline. Like I said in the intro, a character poll, yet
everyone is aware of the character poll happening and the results. And they're not happy. Hell, the results are literally above everyone's heads. That alone just throws every bit of logic and coherence out the window. With just this tiny little sight gag, you know exactly what you're in for when at the very same time you don't know what the hell is going to happen after this. Never let them know your next move was Sorachi's slogan in this arc, and I think it paid off very well. But it did have its fall drawbacks as well. Why is it in autumn? I don't know. For a basic rundown or synopsis, I suppose, Shinpachi is down in the dumps because he's upset about his 8th place ranking, which for an unscripted video, this sounds scripted. I feel like I might have just said that. This sounds very scripted. Honestly, 8th place, I know you're a main character, Shinpachi, but 8th place, that is not bad at all. You know who's below you? Frickin' Tsukuyo. This dude. It's the last Gintama characters before I really started the Gintama arc review series, and I, coincidentally,
Number 8, Shinpachi Shimura.
No, that wasn't planned.
Yeah, I still genuinely don't know how I did that by accident. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. He is just fated to always be 8th place. I can't believe I did that. I don't know. That's just so funny to me.
I completely forgot. My memory was what the ranking place. The dream is still there. And so, 9th place rank. Molested? what is going on? And his rank goes down. So, put it on a t-shirt. How many fan fictions there are of Hijikata. Hijikata and Gintoki have so many fan fictions, so much smut together. I'm just saying. I'm just saying, man. Yeah. Anyway, Tai literally jumps through this freaking screen and kills Sorachi because she doesn't like other female characters being introduced to take up her screen time, Tsukuyo, leading to the corruption of the anime. What I mean here is that it forces it to bleed into other genres and art styles, most notably being a Fist of the North Star parody, and then with the most amazing intro joke yet, boys, town turns into... Okay. It's like the plot of a hentai all of a sudden. Later on, everyone's fates realign at a hotel where the insanity... Yeah, I think I did script this.
Which,
I must have
for one,
this. Them even mentioning this is so stupid and meta. And for two, actually brings up some very interesting information that I really want to delve into in another video. Theory crafting what the hell the Gintama characters are. I want to come up with over Yamazaki to become...
I should probably do that in 2025, shouldn't I?
Who they are today. Flowers. They are in the top 10. You are just a random...
Wait, did I change shirts? I did. Oh my god, I changed shirts. Wait, why did I change shirts?
We bear witness to the scum that is... Time she's just ranting, screeching, and talking over other characters. So, from my guessing, they're randomly which, for one, them even mentioning this is...
I didn't mention why I changed shirts. Okay. Guess it's another re-recording. That's funny. Alright, but let's just check out this intro, outro, and I changed shirts again. I went back.
Yamazaki's thoughts on how scummy humans truly can be. It's pretty much your standard Gintama craziness, just amped up to 11 and on crack. That's pretty much how I can explain this arc. So if I were to rank this arc, hey, me again, Naruto shirt version.
Oh, I do mention it. I do mention it.
Changed my mind from when I initially reviewed this because I'll tell you what it was. It was a 7 when I initially reviewed this, but upon reviewing it, I realized this arc has a very few amount of flaws, and certainly not enough to warrant a 7. So, I'm moving it up all the way to a 9. Where does it rank, though, compared to the other 9s? Well, I think it's the strongest 9 so far. So it'll be kicking Fuyo out of that 9th spot and taking it for its own. Have a good day, everyone. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, dislike it if you disliked it. Subscribe if you are not already, and you know what? Don't subscribe if you don't want to. Everyone, one more thing. Oh, I almost forgot to say my new catchphrase.
Yeah, I was fumbling.
Say trash. Fish.
I was fumbling, but I caught it, and I went with it. Okay. This one, I think this one, it was a little, same thing I had with this review. A little too off the rails. Could have been better. Could have been scripted, basically, because I didn't script the last one. These ones. Okay, we're finally at the recaps. These ones really boosted my channel up.
I probably would still be like 2.5k. I think this video, or these two videos, got me not 2.5, but 2,000 subscribers on their own. Whose first checkpoint, which was great. If you're wondering why I had sunglasses in this video, it's because I had a really bad migraine recording this. And then the next day when I recorded part 2, I decided to stick with the theme of my migraine and just keep with it. A few years ago now, I made 2 of my most popular videos on the channel, which basically act as recaps for what events stuck. The lives where Subaru Natsuki succeeded,
So much better
and
than
what
the
events
original.
will be forever forgotten by our array of supporting cast members, destined to live in a world without
Even the
everyone's
script,
favorite
so
and
much
hated
better.
previously shut in neat. Basically, viewing the story through everyone else besides Subaru looking in. And usually what that appears as is either a valiant knight with godlike omniscience, incredible luck, and some seriously impressive leadership skills, or a supremely pathetic and downright disgusting human being. Basically, a guy with some seriously scarily intense mood swings. That or a personality disorder or something. And you know what? With ReZero's 3rd season right around the corner, I'm remastering them both and slapping them into this one video right here. By the way, for the name pronunciations, I'll be using the dub names for this video. Anything that they say in the dub, I'll be saying as well. That one got me some controversy, the dub names, but I think that is the best way to make sure everyone's names are being pronounced consistently correct, or at least consistently in a certain way. Because some people pronounce Krush as Krush. Some people pronounce Krush as Cruche. Some people pronounce it Crush. And I just want to not worry about any of that bullshit. And if there's already a version where it's an English speaker saying it, then I want to copy what they're saying, because they probably know what they're doing more than I do. That hate the dub, not me. So, without further ado, let the ReZero remaster begin, I suppose. Motherfuckers thought I forgot. After his convenience store run went awry, Subaru Natsuki spawned into the royal capital of Lagunica with his convenience store goods in hand. I really do wonder what this looked like to nearby passerby, since we see them walking around him as if not even noticing the very oddly dressed and equipped Japanese teen's presence. Perhaps his body was already there? This is where
We don't really have to watch this recap. We get it. Oh, look at these. You can see what people are most watching. I wonder why people rewatch this part so much. I'm surprised people don't rewatch more of Arc 4 because... Oh, here it is. No, people do rewatch Arc 4. Here we go. Let's check this out.
Himself, forcing the human, who shouldn't even be allowed to take on the first trial
I
in
didn't know.
Faces Past. Feels
I
like
think you have to
forever
have over
since
100,000 views at least to see this most replayed thing. So I haven't seen this yet. So let's check this out.
I've said this, but before waking up for real, we're finally skipping some more deaths. And not just a paltry sum. This is the most deaths poor Sue had experienced for a single checkpoint so far. A total of 5 excruciatingly painful deaths later, and his brain was now surging with knowledge, as if he met the Witch of Greed herself. Oh wait, he did. This knowledge included Ryuzu's facility, plus Echidna's immortality experiments in them. The fact Beatrice has what he thinks is a gospel, Roswell possessing a tome of wisdom, and knowing of Subaru's RBD. The fact assassins are attacking the mansion, along with the exact day they would come. Knowledge of Snowfall coming, followed by the White Rabbit attacking the sanctuary. And... much, much more. Roughly an hour of silence passed, and eventually the two emerged from the temple. So they all...
Okay. I see. They want to know all the stuff that Subaru learned, all the knowledge that he gained. That's why they're rewatching it. Okay, cool. And what's this part? What's this part from R2 to 3 here?
and Mr.
Oh,
Natsuki.
memory so yeah. Everyone, I remember seeing a lot of comments saying that what is that part? What is this random part? I've never seen this part before. And in reality, it was the memory so OVA, and so a lot of people did skip it, even though it is canon, I believe. And what's this part over here?
Requiring him to land on the horn. Actually, I don't think this was even necessary. Motherfucker is just doing it for the style points. And then free fall while emitting the witch's miasma to attract and distract it. All the while his maid launched a near fatal blow to the enemy. 400 years worth of personal grudges towards the demonic creature were at last satisfied. After centuries of terror, the demon beast of the...
Anyway, I love this video. And the next one. I'm just going to put these in the same tier, because they're both really good. This video is pretty much the exact same. I just had to kind of edit around it, or maybe narrate around Rem, of course, acting like Rem doesn't exist. But those are pretty much the same videos, and they're two S-tier videos.
100%. I outdid myself with those, I believe, if in my humble opinion, of course. Now let's move on to Rokaku arc. Okay. Boom. Throughout Gintama, Sorachi has constantly challenged the morality of Sogo. Does he truly despise Hijikata? Is his outward despicable image simply a facade to hide his... I'm so freaking mad. I'm not that mad. This video didn't do too well. But I'm so mad that this song I used in the intro, which is only for like 10, 15 seconds, got copyright claimed, and all of my revenue that I could have made from this video is all gone. But like I said, it's only 460 videos. It went right to Fable. And I thought all the nerdcore people were cool, people using their music. I guess Fable's not. That sucks. His softer side. Is he really just a troubled boy who never learned how to genuinely express himself normally? This intro's nice, though. And if so, does he have anyone to open up to? I'm gonna keep using nerdcore songs in the intros because they all sound really good, but I'll just mental note, don't use Fable songs. Also, does he even regret all the cold-blooded killing he does? Well, this 2-episode story brings a lot of these questions up front and center and does one hell of a job at answering them. I'm Kazutrash, and welcome to the Rokaku arc. I feel like the TV effect with the like the old TV effect is kind of tacky for this intro. And I change how many lines there are and how many scan lines there are in every scene, and that kind of takes you out of it. I feel like if I just kept it at this many scan lines, it would look way better. Right at the very start of this episode is a more bustling side of Kabukicho, more lively and distinct than we'd ever seen. Sunrise did a fantastic job with all the simultaneous events happening at once here. Whether that be the Shinsengumi putting out the fire of a nearby burning building, with another member blocking off the street from a soon-to-be crowded group coming closer to watch or inquire of the rescue in motion. Looking further back is a lady walking her cat, disgustingly of the desperate I've acquired. I could keep... I mean, nothing too big to say on this one. I think I've pretty much said what I wanted to say already for these reviews. Just, you know, more confidence. A long time and not really much about at all. That scene leads me into my next great positive for this arc. As I mentioned earlier, it keeps you guessing all the way to the very end. In the beginning, you have to wonder, why is Sogo being assassinated? Then, is Sogo lying? And for each life he takes, he has to live with that forever. And we can finally see that. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same. I think it is a great review. Oh yeah, I did mess up that part with Sogo. Why is he at the odd jobs? I didn't realize there was an actual reason for it. Oh, look at this guy. Keep going. I don't know how I missed these. Thanks. Sorry for the late reply. Yeah, I don't know how I missed these. Oh, and I missed Maria's thing as well. Oh my gosh. I'm back here after this rewatch. The story was great and I really liked the analysis. When I rewatched Death Camera, I also thought the same thing. He said Hijikata was genuine. Just Torn Hiji. Thanks for the thoughts. No, thanks for saying that. Okay. Yes, but this... I'm sorry I'm rushing now. I'm going very much faster because I gotta pee. I don't want to go again. I'm just gonna keep going. But Rokaku, I think this is an S-class video. Nothing... I don't even have any bad thing to say about it. And for the arc that it is, which... It's a little bit of a mid-tier, like 7, 8 out of 10, I think I rated this. Great, it's a great review. I think I killed the analysis of it, I just messed up that little bit at the beginning. But that's okay. We're going to put that at an S. Wow, lots of S's today. Great, I'm loving it. Alright. And now the Love Live video, which I'm not too fond of. Yeah, so if you're wondering why there was such a big wait between the Rokaku arc and this one, and like my video started slowing down in the winter season, or I mean autumn season, well, it's because I'm just gonna be straight up here. I had a big panic attack. I'm not gonna get into the details of it, but
I don't know, I just had a big panic attack, and then I pretty much couldn't function. I definitely couldn't make any videos for at least the first 2 weeks. After that, I started getting onto it. The Rokaku arc, ironically enough, even though I was really sick, I think it is still an S tier video, but I felt awful making this video. You probably can't even tell. I think I masked it very well, but this Love Live video happened only 3 weeks ago, and that was a long time with only 3 months of content. And these two are pretty much the same video, so it's pretty much just one video, 1 or 2 videos. And I'm now with 2025 panic attack done. Well, I'm past that. I'm back. Mental state is completely okay, and I am going to finally get back into making consistent content again. Starting with this recap. This tier list. Sorry, my brain's not functioning correctly right now because I'm tired. 125 views, damn. Yeah, I know, right, Renzo? There's actually a lot of people who watch the ReZero stuff. That's why I do want to make more ReZero content this year. I'm going to try to make some more this year. Especially, I'll do one of these when Arc 6 finishes, which I hope is going to end this year. I think it will end at the tail end of this year. But yeah, definitely want to focus more on ReZero, 100%. Let's finish it off with this Love Live video, though. This video, just for some insight, I had this video in my mind to make this video for a long time, with the idea to make this video, but I just never got around to it. I kept toying with the idea every now and then whenever I wanted to make a video that I didn't, and if I didn't have any ideas, but I'd probably end up just going to the reviews instead. But I was like, you know what, I'm actually just gonna full send it and do it, and it turned out very messy. But let's check it out.
This is Honoka. She wants to start a school idol group, but they need 5 members and they only have 3 right now. Also, the school is closing, and if they don't get more applications, they are screwed. Closed down for good. So, to get those students enrolling, our new goal is ahead of us, a school idol group. But, like I said, 3 members, we need 5. How's that gonna happen? And then they just start singing this song.
Like, it's all over the place. Which maybe that's part of the charm.
Wait, she's kind of smooth with it.
Kind
of funny how everyone is almost immediately perfect at singing and dancing and don't mess up once during their first.
Like, I wanted to make this a pseudo at first I wanted to make this a pseudo review, but then I realized, why would I make this a pseudo review when I can just point out all the craziness of it and not piss off the Love Live fans in the process with my criticisms? So instead, I just made it a full-on crazy video, pointing out the craziness of the series, like the Strawberry Panic video in the past.
Performance ever. You know, these are some prodigal levels of school idols here, and they don't even realize.
Like, it's so random, though. The random bits of music that I have to pause and the songs interrupt, or it's very messy. If I do this again, I don't know if I would even include any clips from the show.
Bro, why does this red cut go so hard? Oh my god!
Idol girls, ew. I like these idol girls. Got some good. What's it called?
I'm gonna just take the whole fucking meal from you.
I like some of the idol stuff. Feels very fake though. It's the meme! I hated that shit about Horse Girl anime. They fucking dance after a race. They do. I heard the Horse Girl anime was really good. Do you not like it, or you just hate the dance part?
Wait. Why did they not show the dad's face or voice? Now that I mention it, there's no other dudes in this anime.
Not for me,
besides
boring.
him.
Okay.
Why? What is up with that?
I'll give it a shot at some point.
No, that's no. Stop doing that.
Like it or not.
That's not me. Stop. Regarding that scene I just showed, some dude calculated how fast Honoka's butt was moving. The Love Live community is truly unmatched.
And I really want to continue making this in this little Love Live series because people are pointing out that the next one, Sunshine, gets even more nuts. So I think I do. And like out of 800 people commenting, I can't speak. As you can tell, I'm tired. Out of 800 people viewing this video, I got a lot of comments for that amount of viewers.
No way!
Yeah, honestly, I'm not gonna watch the whole video. I'm tired. I'm gonna get to bed in a second. I should have done this tier list right now. But anyway, I'm gonna put this in C tier because, like I said, very messy. Not a lot of cohesion, and there's still some bits of the old style of video that I want to make, which is kind of a pseudo review. And if I do this in the future, I'm just solely going to focus on this Love Live, this craziness that is happening on screen, not my personal opinions on it. And also, you can tell this is also another one of the videos that I didn't script. I didn't script this one, and I paid for it. Next time I will script it. That's why the Strawberry Panic video still flows so well, and it is amazing still. It's probably an A or an S tier video. This one, down to a C. But the next one will be scripted, and it will be better, I promise. Anyway, hey Renzel, thanks for joining me today, and looking through the tier list. Here's the list for you. Well, not just Renzel, but anyone who wants to watch my S tier videos. There you go. Can I get McLaren P1? No! Fuck you. Fuck you, Renzel. You can't get one. What is that? Why did you do that? Anyway, goodbye, and have a great day. And don't forget to stay trash.